the news portion and Mike dropping all that alpha, let's go into a little Q&A and there's some questions for you, Mike. There's some questions for you. Let's see.
Let's see.
Meme asks, Rob, don't they limit to 10,000 per year of purchases? What happens to fees after that? So it really goes into your amount that you're accumulating per month. So let's say that you buy $20,000 worth of stuff, right? So whatever your transaction fee is on Coinbase, the first 10,000, you don't pay anything because you paid for that $19 per month. But after that, all your transaction fees, you have to pay for those. So it's $10,000 and then it just resets. So every type of month. Let's see. And
that reminds me of the bank. Once you get to that 10,000, red flags.
You know what's up. You know what's up. Yeah. Toxicano says, I like it. He says, Dan, please don't hype meme coins. You are a serious channel. I'm barely serious channel. Let's be honest. And these are just, like I said, like, I will tell you, I mean, if we all know what it is and we're not going to, like, Mike's not saying, you know what, or we're not saying, hey, you know what, get into tomato coin because it's going to revolutionize the entire world. No, it's just, it's for funsies, we'll say.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, Rob, if you think about some of the more serious channels, you're kind of like that, for a metaphor here, you're kind of like that new generation dad that's like up on all of the technology that's hip, you know what I mean? But still it's kind of like in the realm of the more mature, if that makes sense.
No. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. You're exactly right. I'm trying to keep up. That's why I have great guests like yourself, so you can keep me up to date because it's so hard to really get all the information that's out there. It's almost impossible. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Beardy's here. Sad Nut says, how do you feel Jupe will play out? Perhaps more dumping or just straight up as soon as there's a bit of news? Good question. Let's see. Did you? Well, you sold some, Mike.
I sold, man, and it wasn't, the money I got wasn't 100% expected. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so now I can utilize that money into some other assets going into this bull run. However, I do think Jupe will be well, but I did know it's going to have to get over that sell pressure because you have so much people that got free money. They're going to sell. And for Jupe to still be at the prices at with all that sell pressure says something because it's still going to be a top dex on Solana long as they keep doing what they're doing, which is going to, you know, grow the market share, grow the demand, right? So I think Jupe over long term, I think it's going to do great. I think it's going to do well. But for the short term, it has to get over that sell pressure because everyone got free money. They're going to sell it. It's what it is. Yeah,
well, respectable, you know, people who've been here for a while, like yourself, will say, I got to sell some because come on.
Yeah.
And then some people will diamond hands it forever, but that's up to them. All right. So, yes, I have to agree. Netflix says Celsius owes me $435 Christmas.
Ouch.
Mike, were you using Celsius at all?
Never talked about it and never used it. The only one I got burned on and talked about was freaking Voyager, and I lost 6 figures on that bad boy.
I lost 6 figures on Voyager. I lost 6 figures on Celsius. Now I got 35% back on Voyager, but whatever. But I didn't lose anything on FTX. Okay. And it was a funny thing because I've had, like everybody knows in this channel, I had both of the CEOs on this channel. I had Alex Mashinsky 3-4 times. I had Steve Ehrlich 4 or 5 times in the channel. Mm-hmm. They essentially, Steve didn't lie to my face, but Maskamsky did, and that always ticks me off. But Ehrlich, everything was fine if they just wouldn't have done that uncollateralized loan, which always ticks me off. So there's a link in the description, everybody. And we always talk about this, about the timeline. Like I found out Celsius the day it's going to collapse because I went to, Mike, remember that time? Consensus in Austin, we almost met up, but you were busy. Yeah. So I was talking to a bunch of people there. They said, yeah, Celsius is good. There's some things going on. It looks very risky. You should probably get out. And then I drove home that day, did a video, and then 9 hours later, Celsius collapsed. And then when I found out about Voyager and the uncollateralized loan, because it was a public company, I was on June 22nd, somewhere around there. I put out a video. I said, I'm taking everything off because that's just stupidity. And you guys should do the same thing. Again, links in the description, of course, where the videos are. And then a week and a half later, it collapsed. But it's a shame because even like I said, you should take some things off. I did, but I still lost 6 figures.
Yeah.
And I should have taken everything off because I was like, I'll get to it. I started to slowly take things off, but yeah. Whose fault
I
is
got
that?
kind of suckered into that yield. You know what I mean? I was earning yield on the platform, and that kind of like, I kind of kept those assets on there instead of like taking it off and saying, hey, the yield isn't worth the risk. I said, you know what, I'm gonna take that risk and keep earning some passive income, and it didn't pan out too well.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's all about risk. And that's why and this is why I think we're going to go through the same thing that everybody does in every cycle. I remember in 2017, I heard about Mt. Gox, and I was like, whatever. I know what I'm doing. And of course, nothing happened until 2020, 2021. And, Celsius went under, FTX went, FTX went in 2022, and then Voyager. So it's one of those lessons where, not your keys, not your crypto. It's these timeless lessons that we should pay attention to. We just forget. Netflix says, all you idiots will drive everything up. It could be true. Monta is legit.
I will say though, man, too, as we're reading through some of these comments, it's nice to see that the crypto market has, for the most part, in my opinion, has kind of got back to the positive side, because at one point we were kind of like in a dark place at that peak of the bear market. You know what I mean? Everything was just negative. And now you can really start to see some of that positivity coming back.
Yeah. And you know what? Like we were talking off camera before this, and you said you stepped down from your channel for like 3 months. Tell us how'd that feel?
Dude, it felt amazing. Like it felt good. I was still locked in on the market, still making investments here and there, but to not put out any content and just kind of wake up, just chill. You know what I'm saying? Go to the gym. As I told you, I go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, consistently. Been doing it since October of 2023. No, 2022, because it's been about 15 months now. So yeah, consistently. So man, it felt good, man. It felt good. I did at times, I would say I kind of missed it. And then the other times I was like, man, it feels nice to kind of just sit back and watch the whole crypto market and watch other people, watch how they move in the space, watch. And I will say this, and this is not towards you, because I still think you're one of the top great people in the space. But I will say this, the bear market did expose a lot of people where I thought they were really intelligent, but it was disguised by the bull market. Now, I'm not going to name any names, but you're not one of those, Rob. I still think you're A1 in my book, at least.
Thanks.
But I will say this, there's a lot of people, like even people your size and bigger, that I thought really had true knowledge. And it's like they're kind of riding the coattails. And I was like, wow. So a lot of things kind of got exposed to me in this bear market, just being honest with you.
Yeah, well, no, it's the same thing I saw. Like I saw like the people I thought were, up and up on the business end, and they just weren't. And now it's why, like, when I'm always talking about these, take profits along the way, because no one knows anything. Look at, when we talk about saying, do your due diligence, do your own research, make sure that you do as much as possible. Even if you do that, you're still going to get screwed over in some way, shape, or form. You're still going to be part of a rug pull if you do the risky things. And the prime example will be Mark Cuban and the Dallas Mavs. Yep. I'm pretty sure he's got a team around him who does their due diligence. And what did he do? In 2021, he introduced Voyager and Steve Ehrlich to all of the fans in Dallas and said, this is our guy for crypto and digital assets, and we want you to use their platform. I guarantee they did a bunch of homework, and he still got screwed over.
Man.
So, that was a nice little lesson for everybody. Not to get too negative.
Man.
What about this? Corgi AI? Have you ever heard of that one?
Never heard of it.
How about this one? Solid Launchpads. Launchpads. Do you use anything like that? And for like different, of course, new crypto projects?
Not really. The last time I really used Launchpads was when I was real big into NFTs. So I haven't really used Launchpads like that in a long time.
Yeah. I mean, the whole fiasco with Ape Terminal and the things that happened there, awful. So far, I work with Tencent. They've had some pretty good launches, and that's about it. Let's see. Rob is everyone's uncle.
Yep.
That could be. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Uncle Rob.
That's what the guys that be in crypto call me. So I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Let's see. How about this one? Because this
Yeah,
would
I
be
saw that too.
an ecosystem question. What
Yeah.
I don't know. I've heard of this. I think James even talked about this in Invest Answers.
Has he? I will have to look into it because I don't know much about it, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know much about it.
And hit the likes.
Oh, let me ask you this while we're kind of looking. When it comes to DEXs, which DEX do you feel will probably be the most successful when it comes to Solana? We have Jupyter, Orca, and Radium, and Serum, which I think Serum is extremely undervalued.
Radium, I just learned about this week, as a matter of fact.
Oh, wow.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm a little behind on the DEXs, but I liked Orca in the beginning because I just was like, because I was used to Uniswap. And when you use Uniswap in ERC20, you're like, well, some of these are going to fail. I'm going to pay an outrageous price, and that's really how it goes. But when I used Orca, I'm like, wow, it's super fast. But then the big thing was like when I used Jupe, it was cool because, I mean, we're always talking on the show about DCAing, and there it is. You can essentially dollar cost average right here from your hot wallet. And then, of course, when you do that, everybody, your hot wallet, if you think of the hot wallet as what it is, hackable, and you'll probably lose everything, you'll never keep as much as you should or as much as you're entitled to. Because if you use like a hot wallet, like a Phantom, like a Titus or whatever else, or Soulflare, just know that if you put your life savings, it's probably gone. But if you use, whatever is respectable for you, $10, couple thousand, then it's okay. And then you can do stuff like this, bridging assets, perpetuals, degen and earn, and of course the limit order parts. So that was pretty cool, and I like that part. So I think this one will do just fine. There's another one, Trader Joe, which is on Avalanche. I've used that before, no problems whatsoever. And of course, like I've used like MimSwap on Cardano and things like that. I mean, it's not as like quick and responsive, but it's functional. So yeah.
Gotcha. It says someone in the comments said James from Invest Answers did a great review on Radium. I didn't actually see it, but I know he does a thorough breakdown on things when he goes in. So
yeah. Here's a question. Well, here's a comment leading to a question. Recently bought a TANGEM wallet. It's way easier to use a ledger. You think it's okay to move all my ledger to TANGEM, or should I keep 2 wallets? I have 3 wallets. I have a ledger somewhere. I have my TANGEM right here, and I've got my Ellippals right here. And I just use 3 because
I got
insane.
Got a few ledgers here, man, and a few other wallets, but to each his own. Trezor is also good. Ledger's good, but I've kind of been one of those people that really like Ledger, but kind of, whichever user phase you like the most.
Yep. And, some people say, well, I'm going to put it all on one ledger and go. You can do that. It's just that, just make sure that you've got your seed phrase backed up and it's someplace safe. And if you want to use like Ellippal sent me this. I got to do this review. Have you seen these, Mike? These steel cases? Yeah, it's a Ellippal seed phrase steel.
Interesting.
I know, right? So like you can put
how that works.
I've got to figure it out because they sent it to me. They didn't pay. It's a funny thing. Like people always say, why do they pay you? They don't pay me squat. I do have an affiliate link, but if you don't want to use it, that's fine. Just go right to Ellippal, but you'll miss the 10% off. But they don't usually pay. No one pays, but they send me all these free stuff, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Have you used one of these before, Rob? Let's see. One of the ballot wallets.
I never even heard of it. Hold on. Here, throw that up there real quick.
Let me take it out so I can see if I can get this a little better.
Whoa, that's nice. It's like a metal debit
credit card. Yeah.
And it's called a ballot.
Yeah, it's called a ballot. Yep. Let me.
I've never seen it. Never heard of it.
Yeah, I haven't even used it yet, man. It's still untouched.
So that's crazy, huh?
Yep. And Bobby Lee, I actually met him, the creator of it. I got his book he put out signed by him.
Interesting. Oh, I see. Is it Bitcoin only?
I think you can put more on it than just Bitcoin, but only like I guess the main ones. But yeah, this is his this is the book he wrote. Yeah, so yeah, you can put more cryptos on it, but that's the book he wrote.
Nice.
Yeah, I met him at the Bitcoin conference a couple years ago.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at that. Say, hey, see, little free action for ballot for you guys. Oh, the Shaolin says still waiting on that Ledger Stacks. Remember that was a big one?
Yes, that looks interesting. I didn't pre-order. Did you pre-order that?
No.
Okay.
Me and Ledger had kind of a falling out one day. So
I got you.
I'll tell you the story after this. But
okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a good product, everybody. I mean, it hasn't, but we just kind of got into it one day, and it was that. But I still talk about them. I mean, hey, that's how it goes. Let's see. Peggy says Tangem might be safer because there's 3 of them. Yeah, I love Tangem wallet. I gave my kids the Tangem wallet and put on Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Solana, and I think a little Chainlink. And that was my Christmas presents because it's so easy. You know, the only thing that is, Mike, can you imagine a day when like we have like DEXs where you can on ramp and off ramp? Because like Jupyter just came in and they said that they're gonna do on ramping, so you can be able to sell or buy with credit cards. Although that was yesterday, and when I put that out, I had a bunch of people say it doesn't work. So, but that's just, you know, new bugs coming in. But imagine if we could do an off ramp with DEXs.
It's coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming. It's coming.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Retro. I think
the first DEX to truly implement that is gonna skyrocket.
Mm-hmm. Or even like think of like a hot wallet to be able to do that.
Yeah. Kind of have a built-in DEX wallet for strictly that, you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see that.
I think that's Red Panda Pie. This will be the last one. I love the show today. It's like 2 kids sharing new toys. It is essentially. Those are our toys. Those are the toys that are going to lead us into the next bull run. So, Mike, how about this? Before we take off, any price predictions for? Yeah, everybody likes these things. Price predictions for, let's just say Bitcoin, for the next blow off top.
Man, dude, I don't even know, man. I don't even know, man.
I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give everybody this one. Bitcoin price by the end of 2024 will be somewhere between $5 and $350,000. Nailed it. All right, everybody. So that's it for today. We're coming up on an hour. We appreciate you guys stopping by. Again, if you're looking to follow somebody a little bit more on the riskier side, but knows what's going on, check out Mike over on X. He's also got a pretty great YouTube channel. Links in the description, but that's it for today. So everybody, thanks so much for stopping by. We appreciate you. See you on the next one. Adios.